Hi, I'm Chef Tim Reardon, Culinary Director at the Food Group. We're here today in the test kitchen, and we got our hands on some beautiful Louisiana wild shrimp. So my lovely camerawoman Veronica and we're going to show you how to boil it up Cajun style. So to give you a little bit of background on why we're cooking Cajun today, Veronica and I took a trip down to Yuma, Louisiana last week to visit our friends Kim and David Chauvin at the Mariah Jade Shrimp Company. Kim and her son Dusty took us out for the day on Mariah Jade to go shrimping, and after we pulled the nets in and separated the catch, Kim took some of the shrimp straight to the galley and boiled it up Cajun style. It was seriously some of the best shrimp I've ever had. So I wanted to come back to the Food Group, replicate that recipe, and show you guys how easy it is to cook an authentic Cajun shrimp boil and how good Louisiana wild shrimp is. I got Kim to send me some shrimp that she caught yesterday, and we're going to boil this up. So I'm going to show you this recipe here. We're going to start by salting the water. I have a 30-quart pot here, about half full with water. So we're going to salt that water. We're going to add our onions, cut in half. We're going to add about 3 lemons. You're going to want to squeeze these into the pot. I got about 8 heads of garlic split in half. And then our potatoes. We have Idaho potatoes cut in half. You want to make sure you wash these first. So we have our onions, potatoes, and lemons in here. We let that come up to a simmer, and now we're ready to add our other ingredients. So we have our Tony's Cajun seasoning. Good stuff. And then we have our Zatarain's shrimp and crab boil. Okay? Boy, that smells good. Then we're going to add our andouille sausage. And some ears of corn. Great. Boy, that smells good already, doesn't it, Veronica?
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay, so now that our corn and our potatoes are cooked, it's time to add our shrimp to the pot. So we're going to cook these for about 6 to 8 minutes on the stove, and then we're going to pull them off and let them sit for another 4 minutes. Now it's really important not to overcook the shrimp, because then they become tough and chewy. Depending on the size of your shrimp, it may take more or less time to cook. Smaller shrimp will take less time, larger shrimp will take more. We're working with 9-12 shrimp, which means there's about 9 to 12 per pound. Also, you'll notice that we cook the shrimp with the heads on. That's because there's a lot of flavor in there. Okay, so our shrimp are done. You can see here we have this nice pinkish orange color. The shrimp are firm to the touch, so these are done. We're going to pull these off. I'm actually going to add a little bit of ice just to stop the cooking. And we're just going to let this sit for another 3 to 4 minutes. And what that does is allows the shrimp to kind of soak up some of the flavor from the boil. Okay, so our shrimp is done here. Now we're ready to eat. We drained off the liquid, and now we're going to serve it Cajun style. Okay, so the hard part's done. Now comes the fun part, tasting. So let's go ahead and dig in. Mmm, so good. So good. Right?
Delicious.
Now I have to say they're not as good as Kim's were, but they're a close second. And you see how easy this is. You could do this at home. It takes maybe 10-15 minutes. It's a great family style meal. Wow, that was amazing.
Absolutely.
Honestly, some of the best shrimp I've ever had. So I want to thank Kim and David Chauvin for sending us this wonderful wild-caught Louisiana shrimp. I also want to thank Jimmy Babin for having us at Jadon's Country Cooking. So keep posted for more video on how to cook Louisiana seafood. That's all for now. I'm Chef Tim Reardon, and this is
Veronica.